Hello?
Hi, is Janice in?
Yes, this is.
Janice, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you familiar with our morning show?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, that's fine. I'm a little offended, but I'll get over it. We're calling you because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go on a date with someone and don't call them back, that person emails us to call you and ask why.
Okay.
So you went out on a date with somebody. You remember Doug?
Kind of.
Well, Doug has been trying to get a hold of you because he'd love to take you out again, but you're not getting back to him, so he wanted to know why.
It just didn't really work out. I mean, I was really drunk that night, and, when I finally sobered up, I just wasn't really into it.
Do you mean you had beer goggles and you don't think he was really cute, or you're just embarrassed by the situation?
I guess just the more I found out about him personally, I just wasn't really into it anymore.
What did you find out about him personally?
I'm only telling you because I think for other women out there, they should also be aware of this.
Okay.
I started looking around his apartment.
Right.
And I opened up his closet. And inside, there was a whole bunch of leather S&M paraphernalia.
Whoa!
Wow.
I was really scared you were going to say dead body, so I'm just relieved.
Oh, my God.
Janice, Doug is actually on the phone with us right now and just heard what you said.
I can't believe you went through my closet and looked through things.
What? Maybe you shouldn't have put all that leather stuff in there. Maybe you should put that in your dungeon.
That is not what you think it is.
What, that you're not a psycho that's into S&M, tying women up and beating them up?
I barely have sex. We didn't even have sex. I'm in this club. It's this medieval reenactment club, kind of like Civil War clubs, but it's medieval times. That's all part of the stuff I wear. I dress up as King Arthur on the weekends. We reenact certain things. It has nothing to do with sex. I wouldn't have any idea how to use that stuff in sex.
So you're a Renaissance fair dude, Doug?
It's kind of that, yeah.
That's not gonna help in the lady department at all, and that's probably gonna make it worse for Janice. You should have just stayed with the S&M. I'm just kidding, dude. Janice, do you believe what Doug says, that stuff wasn't weird bondage material?
Not really.
Janice, if you think about it, Doug didn't have a store of condoms at his place. He actually had to run out and get protection. Does that tell you that maybe he doesn't have sex all the time?
Well, maybe it's because he just ties up his victims.
Yeah.
Or just used all of them.
I'm with Janice on this one. I think it's smart. If you're going home with a dude that you don't know at all, you better find something out about him before you get naked.
No, because if you're out looking through his place, you're looking for something to ruin it.
But are we talking whips and like a ball and gag thing, or are we talking like leather chaps,
Yes.
Janice?
Janice
Yes,
was, yeah.
no, there were tons of leather inside. There were different boxes. It was all organized. Like, he goes in there a lot.
I will say this. I used to work with a dude who was into Renaissance fairs, and those guys are very organized about their material. Like, they really are. They love that stuff.
Why do you believe Doug over Janice? I don't understand.
Because I just think that maybe Doug is into Renaissance fairs and has it. Janice hasn't really explained to me exactly what it was. I mean, how do you know that it's sexual in nature just because it's some leather stuff hanging up?
Because there were whips, and there was like a gag ball. I don't know a lot about this stuff. I'm just saying it just looked like...
The whips I could see being in a Renaissance fair. Mm-hmm. A ball gag, not so much. Doug, you want to explain that?
It's not a ball gag. It's like for keeping prisoners in this mock fight thing that we do, and it's not sexual at all. I mean, I keep it organized because some of it's very expensive, and then and it's just for my own enjoyment as a hobby. I would never even bring that stuff out. I wouldn't even know how to use it in a bed.
That's just gross.
Oh.
So.
I'm with Janice.
None of you guys believe Doug that it was Renaissance
I
fair
believe
stuff.
him.
No way.
Because I'm a nerd, and I know there's people out there with all kinds of hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Like, I think you should give him a chance.
Yeah, like all kinds of hobbies, like tying girls up in a dungeon, like Janice said.
Well, maybe you go out with him on a real date and don't just go to his place on the first night.
Yeah, I'm happy to tell you all about the club. I can introduce you to some of the other guys that are in it.
You can go to one of the reenactments, Janice.
They videotape it, put it up online later.
Okay, this just sounds terrible.
What about this, Janice? Did you have a good time meeting Doug and liking Doug until you thought he was a pervert?
Yeah, until I thought he was a pervert.
Right. What if we send you out on a second date? We will pay for the date. You can go out with Doug again. He'll introduce you to his Renaissance Fair buddies in whatever basement they've got their meeting at that weekend.
That all sounds really like a bad idea to me.
No, but like if you guys go out on a second date, get to know each other, and have Doug prove to you that those aren't weird things. I'll even get you a ticket to the Renaissance Fair. That's got to be like $15, you know?
I don't know how much I'll be into that.
Okay. Janice, we will send you to a highly populated area. You can have dinner, and you can see pictures of him in his Renaissance stuff, and he can try his best to convince you.
If he can prove to me that he's really part of this Renaissance Fair Club thing, then fine. And he can send me his Facebook link and LinkedIn.
All right.
profile.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that. Do a little online stalking of him.
This is
Cover
like
your bases.
This is a background check now.
Doug,
It should be.
even though Janice still thinks you're kind of a pervert, she's willing to give it a second try.
I promise that I can explain everything, and you'll be fine. I promise.
Yeah, that's what they say right before they kill you.
Okay, stop.
Okay? I'm
Stop
just
it,
saying.
Brooke. Stop. We got a couple together to go out again. Now you're going to ruin it. Janice, thank you for going out with Doug again. I appreciate it. I think you're going to find out that he's not a weirdo.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Me
And I
too.
also think you're going to find a new hobby as his winch at the Ren Fair. Yes. Bring me my grog, woman.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.